going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm very excited to announce our new series where we're going to connect our Madden franchise and our College Dynasty all together. I said it at the start, but I totally forgot about it. So in today's video, we're going to break it down here. As you can see in the back, I kind of freeze framed it real quick. So let's just say Javon Stephen, right, which he is going to be on my team. He goes as a 7th round pick. We make him into our drafts, and then he gets onto our team. And now every person that has their own team, they're going to have 2 guaranteed picks. Now, what I mean by this is we're going to make 2 players from each team, and they can get picked by that person, and they're pretty much guaranteed on the team. But the only rule is that they have to get picked with the pick that the game said. So Javon Stephen got picked in the 7th round. I have to use a 7th round or better to draft him. Now you can do different round draft picks as well, but there's no point to. Also, if a player goes to UDFA, we can all agree that we can make them at a lower overall. And some other rules just pretty much include allowing 3 trades a season, and that's it. And our sliders have been adjusted, but besides that, it's pretty much normal as every other franchise. But as for the people who are getting picked, I have Javon Stephen and Khalil Cole. They're going to be my picks. For San Jose Tech, they're going to pick Ben Becker and I believe Kroom, in the 1st round. And they're going to have Braden Walters in the 1st and Elliot Parker in the 4th. As for Florida State, they're going to pick up Drango and Avils. They're both 3rd round picks. And LaJarvis Best is going to be our only UDFA for this season, so watch out for him. And on to the draft. So I kind of got ahead of myself. I almost forgot about. We can't go straight to the draft. This is the off season before with the free agency and all that stuff. So I just wanted to check and see some of the retired persons. And Aaron Rodgers did get retired. So did Cam Hayward, which is going to be huge for our trade value as well. We were going to trade him in the draft somewhere, but pretty much some people have to go here. DK probably off the team, and so is PQ. I think right here I try to restructure some contracts because I know I'm gonna ship them off to other places. So I try to restructure some contracts and ship them out. I mean, look at that, 34 and 41 mil for a DK in those later years, and so is Brian Burns. Brian Burns is gonna be pretty expensive as well. So I think I'm gonna end up restructuring some of these contracts, and yeah, I do. So besides that, I think I do a couple more restructuring contracts. I'm pretty sure I do Jalen Warren and Pat Freiermuth. Yep. So I'm just trying to see who on this team needs to get kind of shipped off during this next in this off season. There's a lot of big contracts that I don't really need anymore on this team. Some people that are probably gonna keep, though. I mean, we traded for Nick and Warren and Ransall last season. If you obviously you couldn't have seen it, but we traded them last season. So with Jalen Ramsey for Nick and Warren. But now we're actually into the draft here, and main objectives is to get a solid 1st round pick. And we did pretty bad in the beginning of the season, or in the entire season. So we have the 5th round pick in the draft. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna trade down, though. I don't really see any talent that it's worth. Also, I put Mike Chen in there, but he is a bust, so that's why I didn't really mention his name. But of course, we have to lock in for this draft, so I end up trading DK in a second for Paris Johnson, who's gonna fix our O-line up, get that contract out of there so we don't have to pay him no money no more. And I believe I go with this trade. I think it was the best one because it stoops down a little bit, but we're still in the 1st round. We ended up picking Lenore Sellers, which I think was my first miss of the draft already. I mean, he wasn't as impressive as I thought, but I mean, I just needed the speed. I wanted a dynamic quarterback. I don't want to go into this with Mason Rudolph, no disrespect to my guy, but did not want to go in there. And we have the Patriots going with Marcus Silvers, who looks like a pretty good corner. I mean, pretty solid, honestly. And the Packers, of course, get their Braden Walters, their beloved. And yeah, so if you don't know, the Patriots is San Jose Tech, the Cowboys is Florida State, and South Dakota Pumas is Green Bay. So everybody kind of kept their colors, kind of. So And yeah, so in the second round, I'm really looking for Avion Terrell because I'm not really thinking about anything else. I mean, I'm thinking about getting a receiver, but at the end of it, I mean, getting Avion Terrell in the second round is a huge win for us. I mean, he's a very good player. I mean, yeah, I gotta be, he's ranked 23. I got him at 37. Pretty good value. I was thinking about getting a Jeremiah Love at running back, and honestly, I could have done it because he's pretty dynamic, but I was like, nah. I don't know if about a running back. I looked at Zach Branch, but they made him kind of slow, so I was like, dang, I don't know where to go with this. Drango gets picked up in the second round for some reason. Oh yeah, so also I also forgot to mention, if a player gets drafted by another team when they're quote unquote how should I say, like guaranteed, then pretty much whoever you picked in the round that they were supposed to go in, you had to trade them along. But obviously I'll make the trades easy. It's just to make it fair. So pretty much Cowboys just have to trade away their person that they drafted in the third round for Drango, and that's pretty much it. I was looking at Gerard McCoy, but the Cowboys ended up picking him up, and I was like, that was pretty bad because Gerard McCoy would have been huge with Avion Terrell. So we ended up going with this possible day 3 guy. He had pretty decent size, and he ended up being like an alright pick. I think he was probably the worst pick besides Lenoris at the trade value. I mean, the value he had him. I mean, 90 speed, but 95 jump though. He could be a free safety at some point. I'm not really sure, but we ended up picking up my linebacker, Javon Steffen. He got to get some better drip though. He's looking like, Barney's helper over there. So Elliot Parker gets picked in the round he's supposed to, and obviously he's a freak of nature. Ben Becker as well in this round. And they seem to go for Spencer Stanford. I almost said that backwards. And J.C. Childers gets picked up by the Packers, and he looks pretty solid as well. Pretty physical corner, if I might say. Josh Herrera, which is a huge sleeper at lineman. I mean, 3 A's, possible 4 A's, and a B in the 5th round is huge. So, or the 4th round. And Cole Norton, 6'6". His shuttle looked really good, and wow, was he a agile player. Like, to get this type of player in the 7th round is insane. 97 change of direction, 97 agility, and hidden depth. So at least he is a star dev. To look at the end of this draft though, we're just gonna look at some of these overalls. Honestly, the only person I'm not really impressed with is Lenoris. His throw power and his accuracies weren't that good. And honestly, I probably could have gotten some better picks there. Yeah, so our second trade of the season, though, we're going to go with Nick Sorton at left edge. But we ended up putting him at, I believe, D tackle. D tackle 2 is probably where I'm going to put him, because I actually want to start Nick Herbig at the right edge position to have Brian Burns on the left edge, because I like having my most dominant, end on the play side of the quarterback there. And immediately, Steffen, you've seen him. He gets in the backfield there, and we end up kind of stealing the momentum back from a team that was charging down our field. Ends up kicking a field goal. We get a touchdown, and Lenoris goes up and tries to get something going, and not too much here, but fourth and inches. Warren is always there to back us up, and Norton, the rookie, we're gonna have to change his numbers though. I mean, 23. 23. We had to get him sorted here. But early on, we get up 2 scores for 14-3. Steffen gets ran over. Not something we wanted to see out of the rookie. Nick Emwari as well. I'm not gonna lie. This game we were looking very bad on defense. I'm not really sure if it's just because there's a lot of new players on this team, not a lot of chem going on here, but we get scored on for the first time, 14-10, and Sellers trying to get some RPO or screenplay. I'm not really sure what I called there, but we tried to go back to it and it did not work. So we ended up going down on 4th and 8, and we end up getting a big gain out of Thornton. So huge gain by this, and we end up scoring a 3rd time with Darnell. So Darnell's going to be our main guy in the red zone. I mean, he's pretty big, so why wouldn't he be? And Porter lays the boomstick, but he still catches it, and they go all the way down to the 20-yard line, hitting their tight end. So right here, I'm thinking that we are going to be screwed. But I mean, Stephen brings the pain, and so does our D line, and we end up going. They end up going on 4th down, and Nick Emery gets a nice sack. So we ended up stopping them, 21-10. Pretty huge gain there by Thornton, who's been pretty electric all game. And Lenore is trying to get something here, but I think he has too much dancing feet, and both those throws were terrible. And their quarterback decides to get shifty. Ransaw doesn't like it. He lays the boomstick. But nonetheless, though, their quarterback's looking very good. And I'm pretty sure he's a rookie as well. So, you know, oh my goodness. And Breece Hall is just tearing this defense up, man. It's just, I'm telling you, great tackle by Peyton Wilson, though. But nonetheless, they end up QB sneaking, and they end up running outside. Our defense had nothing for it. Norton, by the way, though, another huge catch, getting us down to the 50-yard line, and nearly caught by Darnell, man. That was such a mismatch. I think Darnell was pissed off, and he dropped it because the next play, he was shoving 2 people on the sideline. And Lenoris thought he was Mahomes for a second because he tried to throw this tight window. We ended up getting a nice TFL, but for no avail. I mean, Breece Hall is cooking us alive, man. Luckily, Avion Terrell, the rookie, gets us down. Gets that guy down, and we end up intercepting the ball too. Big play by Echols. So both corners made huge plays on that drive there, but they get it right back because Lenora Sellers is selling our team. Great tackle by Terrell, and Stephen, it's just a second too late here, ends up getting the 2 points, and now we're down. We were up by like 2 scores or 2 possessions, and now we're down, and we're down by a field goal. We end up getting stopped on that drive as well. So they're charging down on this team. Like, we are getting bullied here, and just look at this type of moves that they're doing to us. And they end up, I'm pretty sure they end up scoring again. Yes, they do. And here we are with Caleb Johnson. Huge run out of him as we sub what's his name, Jaylen Warren. And Sellers comes out because he got injured, but he comes right back in and throws a pick, and that pretty much seals our fate for the first game. 31-21. Not what you want to see out of our rookie quarterback, but nonetheless, you know, it's, you know, you can't expect too much. Now, I don't really know too much about who's on whose team at the moment, but we can for sure see Jaden Daniels throw that interception, or back-to-back interceptions rather. And Drango and Avils are obviously together again. And Kyle Pitts. So Kyle Pitts got traded to the Cowboys as well. So, you know, we're just both going to discover together who's on whose team. And for now, this offense is looking very dynamic. I mean, 42 points on, yeah, you know, the Titans might not be a great team, but it looks like pure domination, and it is. The coach knows that he's smiling at the camera. It's a pretty easy win for the Cowboys. And Darnell Mooney gets put to running back. So we have Jordan Love almost intercepted on this. Oh my goodness. On 4th and 2 though, they hit Braden Walters with Megatron's number. I like that. And they also drafted Nick Harbor, but they put him at running back. So that's an interesting take. I think they like his size and his speed for the position. I think they didn't want to get too many receivers since Green Bay already has some great ones with, as I say that, Christian Watson scoring that touchdown. But the O-line's not blocking. I mean, an unblocked man. And oh my goodness, Braden Walters is already doing Braden Walters things. Pretty much head-topping 2 people, dunking on them like it's the NBA. Now we have 1st and 10 here, and a huge run out of Nick Harbor. Gets his first touchdown of his season here. And we got Braden Walters going down, getting that touchdown, and another nice catch, breaking tackles. So he's already becoming a problem, as you see, which is pretty dangerous. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for him when we play him. But 21-16, and they make it 28-16, and that is gonna be all they wrote for the Vikings game. And now I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna post more throughout the season, but I just wanted to make it short. And you know, there's a lot of informational stuff in this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one. See ya.